Happy Sunday, everybody. So today we're going to talk about probably a kid's absolute favorite thing. Obeying. Maybe not everyone's favorite thing. And sometimes it can be really hard to obey. So here's some examples of some things that happened at my house this week. And so what I want you to do is give me a thumbs up if they obeyed, maybe a thumbs down if they didn't.
I done, Mommy.
Okay, throw your plate away, please.
Okay, Mommy.
Iris, are you gonna sit on your bottom? Sit down. Good job. Thank you. No. Sit on your bottom. No, sit on your bottom.
Sit. Shake. Lay down. Spin. Good girl.
So how'd you guys do? I got one there that definitely wasn't listening very well at her supper time. So in the Bible, there are lots of examples of people that have obeyed God's word and what he's asked them to do, and examples of when they didn't. And of course, those things come with consequences sometimes. So I need your help. I have a list of people, and I want you guys to tell me, did they obey or did they not obey? All right, let's do it together. All right, so here's my list that I need help with. And I need you guys to tell me if they obeyed God's word or disobeyed God's word. And I want you just to yell it out when we get to that person's name. Some of them might be pretty easy, and some of them might be a little bit harder, and you might need some help from maybe some people around you, maybe some adults, okay? So let's just start at the top. Eve. All right, Adam and Eve. Did Eve obey or disobey God's word? Shout it out. Right, she disobeyed. So we're going to mark her line right over there. All right, how about Abraham? What did God ask Abraham to do, and did he do it? Yeah, he asked him to sacrifice his son, and he was going to do that because that's what God had asked him to do, right? All right, how about Jonah? We all know Jonah ended up in the whale, but does anybody know the reason why? Yeah, because he disobeyed God's word. God wanted him to go somewhere, and he didn't. So he disobeyed. How about Noah? Noah and his ark. Great job. Yeah, he obeyed, even though it seemed completely crazy. He obeyed God's word to build that huge ark. All right, here's Mr. Adam. Great, good job. All right, here's a hard one. Ahab. He was a king. Did he obey or disobey God? Remember, ask for help if you're not sure. Yeah, he actually disobeyed God's word. God asked him to do something and he didn't do it. How about Moses? Now this one's a little tricky. So honestly, in the beginning, Moses kind of disobeyed God. Do you guys remember that? God told Moses to go free his people, and he said, "Why me? Don't pick me." And it took a pretty significant event for him to change his mind. All right, just a couple more. All right, I know you guys just learned about this in children's church lately. What about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? Did they obey or disobey? Yeah, they obeyed, right? And God protected them when they got thrown into the fiery furnace because they obeyed. All right, last one, King Hezekiah. Another kind of hard one. Yeah, he obeyed. He obeyed God's word. All right, great job, guys. Thank you for your help. How'd you guys do? Great, awesome, good job. So all of that to say, of course, we know that there are people who obeyed God's word and disobeyed God's word in the Bible. But did you know that it's also really important that we surround ourselves with people, and not just people, but with things, music, all of the things that are around us in this world that will help us to stay on track with that obedience with God and to not lead us astray and from that. That actually is in Romans chapter 16, verses 17 through 20. So as we go throughout our week, let's make sure that we're surrounding ourselves with people, things that are going to help us stay on that track of obedience to God. I hope you guys have an amazing week. I'll see you soon.